Okay, so there's like
Ghosts.
some kind of invisible
Ghosts.
dude hitting me and Rusty right now, and we're kind of just like
Ghosts.
stuck in the corners.
Ghosts.
Man, oh yeah!
Yeah, not freaking video! Hello and welcome back to Crazy Bone 1000 Plays Minecraft Season 3 Episode 36, and today I return with Nail and Rusty and Dysteria, and all of our stuff got deleted again. Hey, what are you doing, man? So we have like nothing to do except build a new base. So what do you think, guys? Should we build a new base?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go build a new base. Come on, we're gonna make this really. We're gonna make the most epic base ever. All right, are you ready for this, dude? Let's get it done.
You know what? Screw this, guys. I'm gonna go build my own base.
All right, have fun.
2 hours later.
Guys!
Yeah.
I built a camp.
Oh.
Follow me.
Oh wow, look at that. You got a little
Yeah.
you got a little campfire
Wait.
site set up here.
Wait for it. Wait for the constant resistance.
Yeah. That's nice.
Chia! Kazing!
Whoa!
Nice.
Look at that, dude. We got a little like establishing
fire.
campfire. Ah!
Ah.
What have you done?
At least
Yes,
there's a lake right
Rusty,
here.
we have definitely established that fire is very hot.
So,
Yes.
do you guys want to tell spooky, scary stories?
Ooh, yes, I like that
Just
idea.
not
Save us from
regular
being
stories.
bored to death.
All
Why don't we
right,
just do regular stories?
okay. So,
have a
I've got
question.
a story for you guys. It's
Awesome.
called The Albino Bear. So, this story takes place about 2 years ago. You guys must remember this. It was when we went camping in that really dark, dreary forest. The moon was shining bright over the night sky, illuminating everything around it. As we pan down, we see us sitting at a campfire, not unlike the one we have here. We like to call this forest the Forest of Doom, because
So wait, it was
very-
the forest that was in the game Doom from like the 1990s?
Oh yeah, totally. How did you remember that?
Yeah, just all the hell demons
Yeah,
breaking
dude,
loose and everything.
You remember that? Yeah, that was like a couple of years ago. So anyways, here we are in the Forest of Doom. Everything was on fire, just like in the game Doom, because that's where we were. And so to start a fire, all we had to do was we plucked a branch off a tree that was on fire and just threw it on the ground. And there you go. There's our fire. So
Yep.
we were
That
all
makes sense.
sitting around the campfire having a good time, and then we heard some rustling in the leaves. We checked the leaves only to find out that it was just Rusty taking a piss.
Yeah.
And so he
Fun
came back.
fact, guys, Rusty's piss actually sounds like the mating call of many animals.
Oh yeah, totally. And so we came
You
back
want
to
me to
the
provide
fire,
a sound
and we
effect?
were roasting hot dogs and marshmallows, telling each other jokes and stories. We were having a good time, just like we're having here now. And then, suddenly, we saw a flash of white in the distance. It rustled the leaves like mad. We didn't know what was going on. We were like, alright, what are we going to do? Are we going to check this out, or do we want to, like, stay back? And I was like, alright, I'm going to go over and check. And so I moved the leaves that it moved behind. And I found a bat! Just kidding, bats are black. What I found, actually, was a legendary, old as time itself beast, known as the albino bear.
Or
It
to the
looked
more
me dead
common
in the
people,
eyes,
it's
and
called
I
the
ran
bear.
away as fast as I could. I came back to you guys, and I was like, guys, there's a bear over there. I'm gonna do something about this. So
I'm pretty sure an albino bear is called a polar bear.
Oh no, well, this definitely was not a polar bear. As you probably can assume, the forest was very hot as it was on fire, and if a polar bear existed, if a polar bear existed in an area, a climate like that, it could cause like universal destabilization, which could pretty much destroy the entire universe, which didn't happen, so you can assume that that was just an
difference
albino
between a
bear.
polar bear and a hell bear.
Yeah, it was just an albino bear, you know, your regular average albino bear. And so I ran back to you guys and I was like, alright, I'm going to do something about this. So I grabbed a stick out of the fire and burned the hell out of my hand. And I had to like keep my hand in my mouth for a little bit to cool it off. And it hurt really bad and I cried a little bit. And then the next time I went to go get a stick out of the fire, I didn't be a dumbass, and I pulled the stick out from the side that wasn't on fire, and I used it as a torch to scare the bear away. And so I walked over to the bushes that it was in again. I could hear slurping noises. It sounded like it was munching on something live. I moved the bushes, and it had eaten Rusty. Rusty's innards were spilled everywhere, and he was dead. Me and Nail ran as far as we could and as fast as we could without losing any hunger. We just went for it until eventually Rusty respawned because it's a goddamn video game. And we were like, oh, hey, Rusty. And we were like, okay, so what are we going to do about this bear? And then Rusty was like, oh, I know what to do. And he ran all the way back to the bear, unzipped his pants, and peed all over it. The pee was very acidic, and it melted the bear. And it's now dead in a puddle of pee and white fur. And that's the story of the time that we played Doom.
Yeah, that's the story of us playing Doom with a bunch of weird stuff going on.
Yep. That's how it went down. Wait a minute. Did I say that was about camping? I think I said that was about camping. Well, no, that was about us playing Doom. So, Nail, now that you're going to tell your story, I will be in charge of the fire. Hence, my little flint and steel here. So, proceed.
Alright, so anyway, okay. So anyway, this actually happened to us in real life about, I think in July maybe? Was it July? Yeah, I think it was July.
Yeah,
anyway.
It sounds about right.
Anyway, we were going to California to see my cousin, but we couldn't afford plane tickets, so we decided to take my truck there. It was really nice. Anyway, so we all got our bags packed, we're all put into the truck, and of course, most of us were complaining, probably because I smeared cheeseburgers all over my car. But
yeah, that sounds about right.
Anyway, so we were driving along on the highway, going down to California, and then all of a sudden, Rusty is just complaining about, I want to go to the bathroom, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so we have to pull over so we can let him go whiz, or whatever, but we decide, we're not gonna urinate on nature, so we stop by a bar so he can take a whiz. And when we do that, well, me and Crazy Bone decide, we might as well go a little bit drunk on the way there, so we get some beers. And when Rusty gets back, he decides, I want one too. He sits next to an old man, and they look each other in the eyes, and they know they both hate minorities.
Oh, man.
Okay, they look each other in the eyes, and the old man is actually starting to threaten Rusty for sitting next to him, and Rusty just starts walking back slowly, and we decide, we gotta get out of here. We get in the car, we start driving off, and before we know the old man is chasing us all the way down to California. We're actually terrified. And it took us literally like 3 days for us to ditch him. By the time we got to California, we went to my cousin, and we explained the entire thing that happened. And before we knew it, the old man was actually in the house. We were so confused. We were so scared. And Rusty then just grabbed a random stick and just started smacking the old man. But it didn't do anything because the old man was pretty pissed. He just started beating up an old man. I don't know why, but it turns out the old man was actually a war veteran and he knew some fighting moves and he beat the crap out of Rusty. And it turns out that old man, that was actually my cousin's uncle.
What? The entire time?
So it was one of my uncles. I didn't know that. And he was actually planning on helping us there, and we just kind of ditched him and Rusty beat him up. But in the end, the rest of us got some cake and pizza and stuff, except Rusty, of course. He was in the hospital from getting his ass kicked by an old war veteran.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
That's the story of us going to California.
That is definitely truthful to what actually happened in the real life. You think so too, right, Rusty? Rusty? I think we killed him.
You guys... Man, your stories are really, really saddening. Man, I'm going to tell a bit of a different story.
Did my story not live up to your standards, Rusty?
It's just...
What, you want a hug?
Alright, fine. Alright.
No. I'm going to tell a story now.
Alright, yeah, that's what I was just going to say. You can tell your own story. Go ahead.
I also noticed that we've been telling stories all night.
Oh yeah, it's daytime now. Look at that.
That's okay. One more before we hit the hay.
This story is called Revenge. Give me a second here. Okay, if you don't understand something, interrupt me. Once upon a time, whimsical wanderers wondering about a wonderful wonderland.
Can you sum that down for the kids? Because
Three
they
kids were walking through a forest.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
They stop suddenly. The son spots a store. Behold, Big Brother's beautiful barber and bakery, the son says. They enter energetically, eyeing the entirety. Mother Mary makes way, marking a meeting for makeup and massage.
Make way! I gotta go get myself a massage!
The boy bounces buoyantly, buying breads and baguettes. The dad does dad duties, diligently diving to do what dads do. He went to the bathroom.
Bathroom jokes.
That's what they do.
Suddenly, the cunning karate caretaker kidnaps the king's kisser.
What?
The massage therapist is holding the wife hostage.
Thank you for speaking English.
The son suddenly ceases to see, singing scarily for no one but me.
Help!
The writer runs out, punches the kidnappers, and rescues the two from being kidnapped. What did you think?
That was
I thought we were going to tell
that was a
stories about each other and not just what?
that was a very illiterate story.
That was so weird. I'm going to burn myself in the fire.
Yeah, you go do that.
Yeah, I'm just going to burn myself in the fire. That was...
Wait, Rusty,
Yeah.
are you?
Look at my eyes
What
as
are
I
you
burn
doing?
myself in the fire. I died.
I thought your story was cool.
This is a stupid story.
No, it was a good
A
story.
man killed himself over the story. Killed himself over the story.
He
I don't
actually
think it's
died?
that good.
I'm dead.
Nail, what have you done? No!
What have I done? It's all my fault. No.
Rip. Well, anyways, this has been Crazy Bone 1000 playing Minecraft for the 104th time. Don't lose the Crazy Bones. I will be back in the next video, which will hopefully be uploaded pretty soon. So anyways, I will see you next time and goodbye.